At least 10 people were killed on New Orleans' Bourbon Street early Wednesday, after a driver who allegedly had an ISIS flag, identified by police as Shamsud-Din Jabbar, rammed a truck into a crowd in the popular tourist district during New Year's celebrations, leading organizers of the Sugar Bowl to postpone the New Orleans-based college football game for 24 hours. Law enforcement agencies say a man drove a rented Ford pickup truck into the crowd at around 3:15 a.m. and then opened fire at police, and the suspect died in the ensuing gunfight. In a statement, city authorities said 35 people were injured and 10 people are confirmed dead, with 2 police officers among the injured, though Police Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick said they will be okay. The FBI has identified the suspect as Shamsud-Din Jabbar, a 42-year-old U.S. citizen from Texas, and said an ISIS flag was found in the truck. The FBI's Alethea Duncan said in a press conference the agency does not think Jabbar was solely responsible for the attack and is working to identify his potential associations. A potential improvised explosive device was found in the car, while others were found in the surrounding area, and investigators are trying to determine if they are viable, according to the FBI. Local and federal officials have described the incident as a terrorist act. The FBI said in a statement the agency is working with partners to investigate this as an act of terrorism. And New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell said in a press conference the city was impacted by a terrorist attack. Kirkpatrick said early Wednesday the attacker was hell-bent on creating the carnage and the damage that he did. Bourbon Street, located in the city's French Quarter, is a popular tourist spot where a large number of people had gathered for New Year's celebrations. What do we know about the victims? An unidentified University of Georgia student was critically injured in New Orleans and is getting medical treatment, the school's president Jair Moorhead said in a statement. 2 Israeli citizens were also injured, the country's foreign ministry told CNN and the New York Times. Who is Shamsud-Din Jabbar? The FBI described Jabbar as a U.S.-born citizen from Texas who was honorably discharged from the Army. In 2022 divorce documents obtained by the Times, Jabbar said he made roughly $120,000 a year at Deloitte, but listed late home payments and credit card debt. He had 2 minor arrests, in 2002 for misdemeanor theft, and in 2005 for driving with an invalid license. Which federal agencies are involved in the investigation? The FBI is the lead investigative agency probing the incident. Attorney General Merrick Garland said the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives, also known as ATF, prosecutors from the Justice Department's National Security Division, and the local federal prosecutor's office, are also assisting with the investigation. The Department of Homeland Security is also coordinating with federal and local agencies on the matter, Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas said. How does the FBI define a terrorist incident? In the hours following the attack, there was some initial confusion about whether law enforcement was investigating it as a terrorist incident, as the New Orleans mayor and an FBI special agent gave contradicting answers. Mayor LaToya Cantrell immediately called it a terrorist attack, while the FBI's Alethea Duncan said this is not a terrorist event. However, in a follow-up statement, the FBI confirmed that the attack was being probed as an act of terrorism. The initial difference is likely due to the FBI having specific criteria for labeling an incident as an act of terrorism. The agency defines international terrorism as violent criminal acts committed by individuals and/or groups who are inspired by or associated with designated foreign terrorist organizations or nations. Domestic terrorism involves similar acts committed by individuals and/or groups to further ideological goals stemming from domestic influences, such as those of a political, religious, social, racial, or environmental nature. On its website, the agency notes that it is bound by guidelines issued by the Attorney General that establish a consistent policy on when a terror investigation may be initiated. The FBI says its counter-terrorism investigations focus on the unlawful activity of the group, not the ideological orientation of its members. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button to stay updated with the latest news.